Hello, good morning. Welcome to a new week. How was your weekend? Mine was great, beautiful weekend. Yeah, like I said earlier, the weekend is getting even shorter and shorter. It's as if it's shrinking. You just find out Saturday before you know it is Sunday. And anyway, welcome to the Overflow channel. Today I'm talking about the truth. 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 A young boy called me up to ask what exactly is the truth. And I started off by telling him on it's not something I've thought of, I've not researched on it before. So I just told him, I said, one thing I know for sure is that truth is such a a strong principle one should hold on to in life because it will guide everything around you, certain decisions you will make. And it's important that what you hold as truth is not something that changes. If not, you will have a solution for a problem today, and tomorrow the solution will be something entirely different from what you had the previous time. So it's important to have truth that is anchored on established principle. So it's not, I feel good today, this is the truth, this is what it is. Okay, my conscience tells me this is right, so I do it. Your conscience can tell you what is right if your conscience has been taught right. So if you have a conscience that has not been taught right, it means whatever information your conscience will be giving to you, or affirmation or confirmation of any situation your conscience will be giving to you, will be based on that which is wrong, that has been learned, or the conscience has been trained to do. So it's important for your truth to be anchored on something. But when I finished my discussion with him, I went on to check, to do a brief research, small research, not a very serious one. And I found out that there are several truths. You have logical truths, you have cultural truths, you have societal truths, you have philosophical truths, you have scientific truths. There are just so many. You have biblical truths. There are so many truths. And so that goes to support what I told him, that your truth had to be anchored on something that does not change. For those that know scripture very well, you know James 1:17, that God is the Father of light, in whom there is no variableness, neither any shadow of turning. So it means it's not a shifting shadow. God is not one today and then he's two tomorrow. That's why the gospel of God is giving you sickness to teach you a lesson can't be from God, because God can't be the one that is healing you of sickness and at the same time he's the one putting the sickness on you. That will make God to be schizophrenic, and God is not. Anyway, back to truth. So if you say something is the truth that you believe on, it must be anchored on something that is stable. If it does not anchor on something that is stable, it means any wind that comes to push it anyway it wants to. And that will be very dangerous. So it means in a society where it is agreed today that every male child that is born must be separated from the parents. And the reason is because they want to raise the child to be a warrior. And so the child is taken off the parents and taken to a communal settlement or somewhere, and the child is raised to be a warrior. As time goes on, when they found out that all the men were raised in that settlement and now they are all warriors, there will be no need for the communal settlement anymore. The truth at that time will not be no more communal settlement. Every man raise your child because you know what it takes to raise a child to be a warrior. So the truth at that time has changed. But if you have a situation where the truth is based on something that cannot change, is anchored on what cannot change, that becomes it. So in summary, I will say whatever you consider as truth should be anchored on established principle that cannot change. What is an established principle? It's something that has been tried, tested over and over again, and it will produce the same result. So if it's used here in Port Harcourt, it will produce the same result as it is when it's used in Lagos. A typical example is sowing and reaping. Sowing and reaping is the same everywhere. You sow, you reap. But the condition that make the seed favorable to grow is a different thing entirely. But if you sow, you will reap. If you sow good seeds, you will reap good seeds. If you sow bountifully, You should expect bountiful harvest, and if you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. So I encourage you to be sure that what you hold on to as the truth is anchored on what is stable. It's not shifting shadows. What is stable? And what else is stable? But what God says. What God says is stable, is the truth, is the only thing I can say. Because if you look at scientific truth, once there is a new discovery, there is a breakthrough in anything, it changes. Is it logic? Is it philosophy? Philosophy in itself has a lot of questioning. If you have anybody that is a philosopher around you, you know what I mean. My dad is a philosopher. He read philosophy in school, and you cannot have any argument with him without him talking for hours at no end. And what is it that they are arguing about? It's logic. They just, if this is this, then it is this. If this is this, then it is this. In other situations, it may not be, because they have something. Or have, I think it was GS course in year one, and the lecturer that was teaching us was a reverend father that came. He said, God is love. They say God is love. If God is love and love is blind, then God is blind. Discuss. And that in itself is a problem, that God is love and love is blind, therefore God is love. So we should go on this way. So anyway, I just stopped by to let you know that the truth, what you uphold as the truth, should be anchored on what is stable. In that way, it will not change tomorrow. God made them male and female. So if he made male and female, there will be no other one. Male and female made them, and they are to marry, male and female. He didn't make man and man to marry, male and female. That's an established principle, and that is what it is. It wouldn't change tomorrow. It won't become something else tomorrow. It's an established principle that works. So there's no need. That has to be the truth. So the truth must be anchored on what is stable, and you hold on to that. So enjoy your week. Let me hear from you what you think about this. What is your truth? What is your truth? So this is the truth about the truth. Do have a lovely week. So you hear from me again. Bye.